because he was making an attempt to overthrow his father, and because David got to know that Ahithophel had defected to his son Absalom, David prayed a prayer, and he said, "Oh Lord, let the counsel of Ahithophel be foolish." Tonight I lift a prayer for somebody. I don't know where you may be watching me from. Any counsel of Ahithophel that will bring your downfall, I decree and declare by the special grace of God upon my life, let it be foolish in the name of Jesus. Then we say, Ahithophel dina tuo enya kwasiasem. Mebeka kire will be and anyway say, Ahithophel dina tuo bia betimi ni wahwe asiaba, betimi ni wodi nguasiaba, betimi aba wo fom wa abrabomu. Sa dina tuo no, sa dina tuo enya kwasiasem ewe Yesu Kristo din mu. Let the counsel of Ahithophel be foolish. I pray for somebody tonight that any counsel of Ahithophel against your life has become foolish. Amen. I said any counsel of Ahithophel against your life has become foolish. Amen. Any counsel of Ahithophel against your life has become foolish. Amen. Any counsel of Ahithophel against your life, it has become foolish. Amen. In the name of Jesus Christ. Now listen to me, child of God. The spirit of Absalom is rooted in subtle seduction. The spirit of Absalom is rooted in subtle seduction. Now let me explain it to your level of understanding. When I talk about the fact that the spirit of Absalom is rooted in subtle seduction, the seduction here isn't about erotic issues. I am not talking about a man having some feelings for a woman. No. And trying to seduce that woman so that that man can lure the woman to bed. No, that is not what I'm talking about. But the seduction here is a platonic seduction. Let me bring it down. The seduction I am talking about here is not erotic seduction. And yes, I would there will be nasabe when the pano enya empemu kitamu. They say they are come for the canal. But it is rather a platonic seduction. Platonic simply means trying to be friends with the person, but the person doesn't know your intention. The person doesn't know the assignment that you have. And so the spirit of Absalom is rooted in subtle seduction, in a platonic manner. So the seduction here simply means an act of enticing. The spirit of Absalom will entice you. The spirit of Absalom will entice you. Now there are so many of you who are watching me online. You are always being enticed by a particular spirit which causes you to go and do something, and before you come to yourself, you ask yourself, was I the one who did that? So the seduction I'm talking about here means an act of enticing. That spirit will entice you to do something against your will, not knowing you are even doing it. You get to know about it when the thing had already happened. It is an act of enticing. Now, the spirit of Absalom, which I have told you that it is rooted in a subtle seduction, it also means an act of persuading somebody to be disloyal. An act of persuading somebody to be disloyal. Let me break it down to a level of understanding. Now, a woman will get married, have 4 children, and then maybe something bad might happen in that marriage enterprise. Maybe they may separate. She may separate with her husband, or there may be a divorce. And then when that thing happens, now you will get somebody who will cause these children to become disloyal to their mother. But for all you know, it was even the mother who took care of these children. But somebody will come in and then will try to persuade the children that you ought to be disloyal to your mother. And so the benefit that this mother was supposed to have gotten from her children, she wouldn't get them. It can even happen that the man whom she was married to, which for one reason or the other they are separated or they are divorced, that man will even be able to convince and persuade the children, don't take care of your mother. She is the worst woman I have ever come across. You don't know much about your mother. I have been married to your mother for so long a time. She did this, she did that, she did this, she did that. And then he will be able to persuade these children of yours, and then they will become disloyal to you. So the spirit of Absalom persuaded the 200 men, and they became disloyal to the king David. The spirit of Absalom was able to persuade even a man who was considered to be a wise man at that time by name Ahithophel, whereby this man became disloyal to a man who was on the throne, whereby he happened to be one of his most trusted advisors. Don't joke with the spirit of Absalom. The seduction I am talking about here will persuade you to become disloyal to somebody. Now it can happen that you are living with somebody. It is the person who is even providing shelter for you. You are working for that person. You get paid for the work you are doing. But it gets to a time that somebody will come in and would want to ask you, how much are you giving by this woman? How much are you giving by this man? You might think that the person is having you at heart. And then you will open up by telling the person that, oh, I'm giving X or Y amount. And the person will tell you, no. Why should you work to receive such a meager salary or allowance, whichever way you may want to call it? And when the person is able to persuade this person who happens to be working for that woman or that man, he or she will turn to be disloyal to the madam. It is going on. Now, for those of you who operate shops, you have a shop. You have people, you call them porters. When somebody comes to buy things, they carry the things for you. A person can persuade them, and they will become disloyal to you. You may have a shop attendant, and before you say, Jack, where are you? That shop attendant will even start stealing your money. You might have trusted the person to the point that that person knows everything that concerns you, just like Ahithophel. He knew everything that concerned David. But he was the one that the spirit of Absalom was able to seduce by persuading him, which is why he became disloyal to David. But I pray for somebody this evening. Anybody who has been persuaded, who was at first on your side, but that person has become disloyal to you, I command that table to turn in your favor. I said anybody whom the spirit of Absalom, by virtue of seduction, has persuaded, and that person has turned disloyal to you, I speak as an oracle of God. Tonight the tables are turning. Amen. 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 I said tonight the tables are turning. Amen. Tonight the tables are turning. Amen. In the name of Jesus Christ. Tonight the tables are turning. Now listen to me. The other thing that the seduction will do is that the seduction will cause those who happen to be on your side to become disobedient unto you. They will therefore start disobeying you. You will say something, it will not carry any weight. You will say something, they wouldn't even mind you. You will tell them to do this, they will do that. I am here to announce to somebody that the spirit of Absalom, which operates or is rooted in a subtle seduction, will always make it a point, that people become disobedient towards you. And when those people become disobedient towards you, it will lead those people astray. The end result will be that those people will die. And so it is no wonder that when Ahithophel gave a good advice to Absalom and he didn't take it, he ended his life. I pray for you tonight. Anybody who was on your side, who is trying to sell an information concerning you to somebody so that they will maim you or they will bring you down, they will bring your downfall, may they fall into the same pit, the very pit they have dug for your life. May they fall into it in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. They will surely fall into it. They will surely fall into that pit in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. They will fall in the pit. They will fall in that pit. They will fall in that pit in the mighty name of Jesus Christ.